And I seen her over there and I just swam my way over there, boy. I was gonna drown that day to get to her, boy. And welcome to Conversations once again. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the Lady Bears for Baylor, baby. My cousin Kalani Brown, number 21. They won Big 12 championship, 9 in a row.
And then Kalani's very great accomplishment
2,000 points in her career and 1,000 rebounds. Balling. You wasn't with him when she was shooting in the gym. You was.
I'm really excited about today's topic. I think that it is like well past due, like way past due. It is about how we met.
Yeah, had to find my fine tenderoni. Had to take it back on y'all. I said tenderoni. What you know about that? Tenderoni. That Roni love. You don't know about that.
Oh my gosh, whatever. We kind of met when we were like, you know, we still early 20s, so.
Make a long story short, she slid in my DMs and she wanted to holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? She wanted a piece of this nice
He was going to start for the lie.
I
knew it.
I dodged jokes aside. It does have some in DMs, but it started with her though. I ain't gonna tell you get all the juicy stuff first. Go get that later. But we started. We went together. We were at Westfield together. However, I was at Westfield my freshman year, and I went to Winchie my sophomore through senior year. But I just transferred back to Westfield to play football. She was still at Westfield, and she was the cheerleading manager, right?
Yes. But that didn't really have anything to do with how we met, babe.
Yeah, you gotta go. They still gotta know the depths of it. Like, you can't just leave out stuff.
But that don't
What is a movie without the juicy parts?
That's not even the juicy part.
They need to know how it started.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I got this.
Okay. So he said. Okay.
So we go on our school trip to Schlitterbahn. I seen your year, whoop-de-whoop, know what I'm talking about? Alright. And I seen this fine little brown sugar looking thing over there in a little tube.
What color did I have? What bathing suit did I have? What color?
Man, I can't remember all that. And I seen over there and I just swam my way over there, boy. I was gonna drown that day to get to her. Good in that, boy. I'm like, boy.
Okay, babe.
So I get over there and I get to the little tube and I forgot exactly what I said, but whatever I said, it made her want to go around a lazy river with me at least 3 times in a row. It must have been good. So I don't know if I got her number there during Schlitterbahn or
we don't. That part is like
that's
really
the part is the only part that we
like,
because it's so long ago. However, I feel like it was through Twitter.
I didn't.
And yes, you have a tweet. You had a Twitter. I was going to college, going to a summer program at SFA later on throughout the summer, and she was going to Lamar. So I ended up going to SFA. We talked for not even that long.
We talked, okay, let's just say this. We talked on and off, but the first night that we had ever talked to each other on the phone, we stayed on the phone all night.
I was by myself.
We slept on the phone. We woke up. We were still on the phone. And let me tell you something, okay? I was so attracted to Daryl because his voice sounds like Barry White. It was so deep.
Like this, I was on the phone. She'd be like, hey, I was like, hey, what's up, baby?
Like, for real?
Hey, what you doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
And that was just so sexy to me. I thought that was just like the sexiest
That girl didn't know how to act.
Whatever. We just slept on the phone, talking on the phone all night about all kind of stuff. It was just like so different. And then
Dun dun dun.
We both decided to go our separate ways. Daryl was going to college, and he was starting early, like during the summer, right? And then I wasn't going to start college until fall. So then he was like, I'm in college, you know. He really didn't tell me anything. We kind of just like stopped talking. It wasn't like
it was like a mutual type of deal.
It wasn't like bad blood or argument, anything. We just stopped talking. And then
fast forward from my freshman to my sophomore to my junior, going into my senior year of college. Mm-hmm. She started liking my pictures like crazy, boy. I swear, I'm looking at it like, Peaches? Who is Peaches? Let me see who this is. And I clicked on it. I said, oh, whoa. I say, this a grown woman right here. You know what I'm saying? I say, yeah, I'm about to get that today.
Okay, anyway. So I liked his picture, like just probably like 5 pictures in one day.
That's already a lot.
And then that took,
this
was on Instagram, okay? This was on Instagram when Instagram wasn't so creepy that you like somebody's pictures. But I liked all his pictures, well, not all of them, probably like 5 max. And then he went into my DMs. Okay, and then he was like, I hate this, I hate messaging on Instagram, so can I have your number?
Stop, because she leaving out stuff, man.
What happened?
Let me tell you how the DMs went, man. Y'all, they want to know that. They want to know. You got to give them everything. I asked her where was she, and she told me that she was in San Antonio, and I was like, Lord, man, you too fine to be that far away from me, man. What's the deal? You got to be playing, right? No, I'm really in San Antonio. I'm like, well, shoot, I don't mind doing long distance. You two, they ain't fine me to just let this pass by. And so she, I ended up telling, cause I hate DMing, bro. It was like we was going back and forth at a decent speed or whatever. However, she did. I didn't like DMing. I'm like, we got phones, man. Let's text. Like, what's your number? Come to find out, I still had her number saved.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. It's saved. It's Peaches.
Ah.
Yep. So ended up getting a number, and we started chopping it up like old times. I'm talking about. First thing she said when she got on the phone, "Oh my gosh, your voice is still deep."
It was still the same, but probably just a little bit more like grown up, I guess. Cause Daryl in high school, he wasn't like as buff and big as he was when I liked all his pictures on Instagram. He was just like, when I seen him on Instagram and then I heard his voice, I was like, dang, like now it's all matching. Like he got his little muscles and it's just all coming together. I like the pictures that I see.
That's how you was thinking.
Yeah, babe, that's how I was thinking. So
I just started something, man. She not still.
Oh my gosh. Time went on and it was just like, okay, well, we need to have a date. I needed to come down to Houston and he needed to come to Houston from school, and that would be our first date.
It just felt crazy, man, because it was like I was away from her. I was working at the airport at this time, and she, I really wanted to be, I just wanted to see her. I wanted to just be next to her, and so we set up a date to, I kind of surprised her. I didn't tell her exactly what we were doing, but
wait. So now you missing out the juicy part, because this is the reason why I love Daryl. When he came to pick me up for our first date, he got out of the car. I didn't know what he was doing. He got out of the car. I'm like, what is he doing? And my dad at the time was standing outside messing with the car. I guess he was messing with mom's car or something. And Daryl got out the car and went up to my dad and was like, hey, nice to meet you. Daryl, da-da-da-da-da.
And she was sitting in the back biting her lip.
And I was a little nervous because nobody just ever wanted to... Nobody just ever wanted to do that. They never just took the initiative to do something like that. The fact that he did that was just really attractive to me. I just thought that was just such a gentleman.
Came and opened the door for her.
Opened the door and everything. We went on our little merry date.
Yeah, we went to
miniature golf.
Miniature glow in the dark golf, and we went to Cheddar's.
And then
and it's the funny part. I know she want to tell this part.
You know how you go on a date and you kind of just want to sit in front of your date or whatever, and y'all look at each other. That's normal. But for me, I wanted him to sit next to me. I wanted to kind of just, just get this vibe, catch his energy like this, feel. And he felt like it was really awkward at the beginning. He was like, what? Well, how am I supposed to hold my food and move?
Yeah, I ain't had no elbow room.
You were supposed to put your elbow.
I have longer arms. She has these little short T-Rex arms. She could do all that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that.
First of all, okay. Our first date was just
You forgot something.
What?
I'm sorry, y'all. I was just raised to be very mannerable. Okay? I apologize if this offend any other woman if they may do this. However, the waitress came and gave me my ticket or my food, and I said, thank you so much. She thought I was just so friendly. I was being friendly.
I know Daryl is really he's really memorable. I give him that 100%. He is. He's very memorable still to this day. And we've been dating for 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
this year, and so he would always just like open the door for people, and I never really just seen a guy do that so much, and I thought it was just like okay, enough. Okay.
You thought somebody was gonna take your man?
No, I didn't think that, baby. I didn't think.
Oh my gosh, he can't wait to take him. He looked too much like Chris Brown.
Like, oh no, but when we did meet, people used to always say he looked like
August
Alsina. One day we was laying in the bed, and I really was like, hold up.
Oh no, she like literally dang near
Freaked
peed
out
on herself. We just laying there, and it was like we don't even. It was at nighttime. We just laying there, and she looked over. It's like, oh my gosh, like you look just like August. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you look just like him.
That was
like,
not
bro,
all that extra.
Shit like, bro,
Really,
it's
I
like
wasn't.
12 o'clock in the morning.
We was making time so that we can meet either in Houston or he would come to San Antonio.
Well, you forgot the first thing. You skipping.
Cause I just don't know how much to share.
Man, it's hey, look, y'all about to hear it all,
I don't
man. Cause it's so. I love telling this story. You can be quiet, then I tell it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the goofy one.
Okay, babe.
We just was thinking of times, days to come up with each other. So it was one time we like, okay, look, this is the day I'm gonna come down there. July. It had to be July 13th, July 12th, or something like that. Because I know it was close around my sister's birthday. My little sister went to New York, and my parents went to Bora Bora. We all just went our separate ways, went on vacation, different places. So I ended up coming down there to San Antonio, making my way down there. And I just remember the feeling on my way down there. Like, I'm kind of at least like a little nervous at the same time. We got butterflies. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that fresh puppy love. You know what I'm saying? We hit.
At this point, I live with my two cousins, and we're all like roommating with one another. And the day he came, we were making margaritas, and Daryl doesn't drink or whatever, so he like kind of like tasted it and like, you know, and he just really impressed the crap out of my cousin. First you met Cree, right?
I met Allie first.
No, you met Cree first because she introduced the margarita when you came.
No, remember Allie was the first one.
Oh, okay, no, he did. And then my cousin.
Shout out to Alexandria Deal.
She came in the room and she was just like really like getting to know him. Like, okay, what is your intentions?
Because she already knew me from school.
Yeah, so she was just like really trying to get into like what was going on, everything.
Yeah.
And so she was just telling him, well, this is who she is. I know what she like, and She was just giving him a whole rundown basically. And then he met.
I was like, all right, mother.
Yeah, because she acts like that. He met my other cousin, Cree. Shout out Cree, girl. You gonna give me that wig?
Cletus!
You gonna give me that wig? No, I'm just kidding. He met everybody. Everybody loved him. Cool beans. Then we went on our first San Antonio date. And it was like my time to shine. You know what I'm saying? Show him what I was working with, how it is in my new city. We did like a little photo thing. That's when we was like, the videos was like mini clip videos or whatever.
Yeah, I
was
videos.
Really into it. It was really dope. Like he got me into all of this. So, oh my gosh.
What?
You just so extra. Our first date in San Antonio was memorable. We went downtown. We ate on the boardwalk. Yeah. Was it the first time?
And you was looking fine in this black, white striped romper, whatever you want to call it. And she had she had a long curly hair, and it was like blue ombre, whatever. I said it right, ombre. Yeah, see my boy. Hey.
You're correct.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
she looking so good. Oh my.
Oh my
Woo.
gosh.
Oh, I was on the go. So
it was just history.
I left and I went back home. And when I got home, I just had this feeling, you know what I'm saying? I had this feeling when I left her, I felt like I was lost not being with her. And I was just like, dang, man, I really, really love this girl. Like, dang, I'm like, I ain't felt like this I ain't really never felt like this before. So I was like, man, I'm not about to miss out on my blessing. I said, I'm about to make that girl mine. And so I came home and I called on the phone.
No! You told me when you left, you was like, I got something to ask you.
I told you, I told her I had something to ask her before I left.
He was like,
but I didn't ask her when I left. I waited till I got home until you said.
What? God.
Which I wasn't afraid to ask her in person. I just kind of wanted to build up the energy and you know what I'm saying. But she kind of already had a feeling. I'm pretty sure what I wanted to ask.
I did.
And I asked her with my girlfriend, and it was like she said yes, and I was like, dang, bro, I didn't got to these Alexander, that's my gal now, man. You know what I'm saying?
When you're with somebody and you're dating somebody and y'all dating, you know, before we ever even became a couple or anything, before anything, we both had the mind frame that the next relationship that we had, that we would invest our time in, that we would go above and beyond. We were going to make sure that was the right person. We wasn't going to do anything that would damage our relationship. Like, we wasn't going to cheat. We wasn't going to be interested in anybody else. We was going to put our full attention in the next person. And this was separately. This was something that we found out when we actually started dating, that's what we were looking for. So it wasn't like, oh, we collectively came up with that thought. That's when you just realize that, okay, I'm ready. And no matter how quick or slow it may take us to become girlfriend and boyfriend, we're just going to put forth the effort to do the work so that it does happen successfully. And that's what kind of made our relationship, you know, successful.
Going back to SFA, she was still in San Antonio. She was now, instead of 3 hours away from me, she was 5.5. And I still make that trip to get down there,
too. He really did. He visited me a lot.
Tell him about the time that
he surprised me so much.
The best time I surprised her is when she was graduating from her cosmetology school. She had no idea I was coming out there. But I hit up the plug, Karee.
She was his right hand.
Man, like, I called her every time. Every time look, I need you to do this. I need you to surprise. I'm keeping on the low, but I gotta do this here. You know what I'm saying? So the one time I went to a cosmetology graduation in San Antonio, she had no idea. What I did is just I came down there. She had no idea. I brought her favorite flowers, which is sunflowers. Then I knew later on that day I was going to the store and get some Oreo cookie ice cream, because that's what her favorite ice cream. And I showed up. She was walking up the stairs with Karee, and she thought Karee was basically eating lunch with her. And a lot of y'all probably seen the video because I posted it when I surprised her. Yeah. And she came around.
Finished doing the facial.
She came around the corner, and I was sitting there, and
I just screamed.
She screamed. She had no idea. And
it was so romantic. It was so romantic because it was so unexpected.
She had no makeup on.
I had no makeup.
See, that's the key thing, man. When I seen her without makeup, I was like, I could deal with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I could deal with it. I could wake up to that every morning. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Then we started doing masks together and stuff, and I started learning about products and doing when she do her makeup. But let me tell y'all, when we first started talking, she used to always call me in the morning before she go to work, like 7, 8 o'clock. Get on the phone with music playing. Good morning. I be like, bro, I worked at the airport. I got off at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, and I ain't had to go back in until 4 o'clock. At first, it was like that, and then when you came back to Houston,
is when I started waking up.
When you started waking up late.
Yeah, when I moved back to Houston, it wasn't as, you know, I wasn't in my own space, so I didn't have my own. It wasn't my own. So, you know, now that we have a kid, then I wake up. She's my alarm clock. So whenever she's
Mommy,
and then I go,
Mama,
I go running in there.
That's exactly what she do. I'm going to get this, Mommy.
Cut it out. Do not do like
bro,
that.
What the? It was once upon a time where I would sleep because I know I had to go to work in the morning or something, and she would call me all late and stuff. Oh. And then she called me late. I guess she was hanging with her cousin or whatever, and she'll call me. One time she got on the phone, Happy the mother talked to me, bro. I smooth flip the script. Hey, babe. I say, look, hey, next time you call me this late, don't even call me no more.
No, okay, and that right there is a critical statement, because it put me in my place. Like, no lie, it put me in my place, and then it created a boundary. And that's what most people, when you don't create boundaries in the beginning of your relationship, it carries all the way out, and all those things that you could have prevented in the beginning, you know, you like, dang, like, I don't like this. But he said it straight immediately, and he checked me all the way, and I was like, yes, sir. No. We eventually met. He came to Houston. We both came to Houston to meet parents. He came to my house and met my mom, and then I let them talk personally. I wasn't just there looking at them and watching her say whatever she had to say. I was around. But I was trying to get ready because we were going to the Texans game. So,
go Texans, baby! Hey, hold up. That's how you introduce them to him, and you come. Hey.
That's where it started.
That's where it started, baby.
So he met my mom, and she really, really liked him. She was like, he's a really nice guy. He's a gentleman, and everything like that. So we went to his family reunion. We always had a very good time.
Because what's that saying? When you're distant, the heart grows fonder. Yeah, man. We was away from each other for so long, and every time we get to each other, it was epic. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to share something that I wasn't sure if I wanted to share. We dated, and in the beginning, I was just like, I don't want to do anything sexual. We get to know each other. We figure out if we really like each other. We vibe. It's just because when you involve all that type of stuff in your relationship, you get caught up in the emotion of it and not the actual feeling of the person that you're dating. We did that, and I honestly can tell you that was the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. As a woman, as a daughter.
I think the most important thing is how I started praying with her every night.
And that was important too. When I first moved to San Antonio, I was spiritual, as in I was free. I was spiritual, but it wasn't as strong as I felt like his was. When he was with me, we would get on our knees and pray, not lay in the bed and pray and just talk. We would get on our knees and pray, and he would pray. It was just something I had never seen before. It was nothing I've ever felt before. It was real and genuine. I'm dang, you really need to put God first in your relationship in order for it to be great. And that's how it started. It started with God. And, through it all, you kind of stray away off your path. But as long as you kind of get back on, then, man.
Some of y'all look at my story on Instagram and hers as well. We always post a verse of the day. However, that verse of the day doesn't necessarily have to be for us. It could be for any of those, whoever needs to see that particular verse that day. I could bless somebody tomorrow just based off the verse that I put on there. Somebody probably needed to see that. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? You put God in anything in your life. That's why every time I say things or when I do things and I speak things to existence, I always say in Jesus' name. Because without him, look, it's nothing.
Yeah, but literally everything after that was pretty much history. Our life happened. We have a beautiful daughter who is so funny and so entertaining. And even though everything didn't happen perfect, it didn't happen in the order of life, getting married, have a kid, it happened the way it needed to happen for us. And now we have our beautiful family that is just so entertaining. You know what I mean? If all three of us is in the house together, it's really not a dull moment, because either he is
if I'm playing the game, it is.
Let's not get on that. But when it's family time, we have a ball. Sometimes.
It had nothing to do about when you met me.
Was it a difference, or was it a time between when we met our parents and then when we moved to Houston?
She did come visit me. She did come visit me in SFA. Oh. She did come visit me in SFA. She came down there for your boy twice. Never forget them 2 times she came down there.
Okay.
Oh, look at my boy.
No, the first time I actually got the opportunity to surprise him with his friend, his roommate. I linked up with him. I think I found him on Instagram or something. And then I was like, okay, I need to come down there. I need to surprise Daryl. Help us with that. And so he was like, okay, well, when you come in, and he's like, okay. He set something up to where he didn't need to. Daryl didn't know. So when I walked in the door, I was like, hey. He was playing a game.
Playing a game, listening to Chris Brown. Oh, was it Drake? It was one of them light skinned dudes. I don't know, man. I was missing her.
No, but it was really cute because he had no idea that I was coming.
To this day, she still can't outdo me when it comes to surprises and spontaneous moments.
But I'm better at gifts. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like,
you gave me two Texans jerseys. I guess you just say.
Is that the best gift that I've ever given you?
I mean, hey.
All of them, I put
I can't put a rate
gifts.
on which one is better because they
Okay,
all
good,
are
good.
blessings because it came from you. You are a blessing.
When you find somebody that you just vibe with and know that everything is not gonna be peaches and cream. We had like really like rough times and crazy days and crazy moments or whatever. Cause Daryl's so dramatic, but it was all.
Look who's talking.
And not.
Look who's talking.
What you mean?
Girl, this girl act like everything's supposed to be a fairy tale. Our relationship in life is like a roller coaster that's never ending. But it's an extremely fun roller coaster.
Well, I like the roller coasters that go like this instead of the ones that go like that.
What?
Dizzy. Like if I had to choose
this how our roller coaster go. Our roller coaster. That's how it go. That's our roller coaster. Our roller coaster lit. Who you with?
Oh my God.
We really appreciate y'all for tuning in this segment of How We Met on Conversations, y'all. Your boy D Pill, your girl T Pill. You know what I'm saying? We doing the dang deal because you know it's real. Hold on, let me not spit no bars for y'all before I get out of here, man. Anyway,
whoa.
We about to finish this off. Tell y'all have a blessed night. Y'all tune in. We may be back on here later on this week. Not sure yet. We probably have another segment for y'all. Y'all just stay tuned. Stay locked. Keep posted. Y'all have a blessed week. If we don't see y'all later on this week, or y'all don't see us later on this week, peace out, I guess.
Peace and love.